for a broken hearted. No silent prayer for the faith departed. I'm gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice. I shut it out loud. It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. As Frankie said, I did it my way. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. This for the one who stood their ground. For Tommy and Gina who never back down. Tomorrow's getting harder, make no mistake. Your luck ain't even luck, you'll have to make your own breaks. It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life, my heart is like an open highway. As Frankie said, I did it my way. I don't wanna live another life. It's my life.
I love this fucking song. I love this cover. Let's take it as far as we're gonna go here. All right, you ready? This part rips. Let's just do it as I tune up here, guys. This is absolutely an unbelievable cover, especially this part right here. Oh, they're gonna nuke me for this for sure. Actually, they can't. It's cover. Ah. I'm gonna try something with my vocal chain just for a little bit here. If you guys haven't been a part of one of my streams yet, you'd realize that I'm still working through some vocal issues. Gotta bring this volume down though. Hey, back. Ah, gosh, I hate this gate. I hate it. Driving me crazy. I'm turning it off. This is driving me absolutely freaking mental. I have a denoiser. It's on. It's just, it does what it does. It's fine. It's always doing its thing back here. And I'm tired of this gate. It's fucking annoying. I'm just going to turn the compressor off as well. And we're just going to go without compressor, without gate. And we're going to just do it that way for now. And bring it up just slightly here. Oh. And make sure that my volume source is off over there. Okay, that actually sounds better. But I just don't like that my room, you can hear my room a bit. It's a bit available. And this room doesn't sound good, guys. So we'll be working in and out of some vocal issues and stuff as we go. See, that doesn't sound good either. Check, check, 2. I really wish I could get through these vocal issues. I went through with a friend of mine who does kind of like he does like podcasting, and he kind of guided me through what would be a good vocal chain and how to kind of get it going, because I've never done that before. I've never bothered doing any of that before, really. So yeah, and then this limiter, I want to make sure that the limiter's not too heavy as well. The limiter was kind of, I don't know, guys. If you're out there and you're watching this video and you want to reach out with some vocal chain suggestions, I'm always open to suggestions. And in fact, anything that you guys ever want to talk about, do comment, do like and subscribe. I don't like to say like and subscribe. It's not my thing. I figure if you guys want to like or subscribe, you guys know it's there. And you know what I would appreciate, and you know that every YouTuber out there, not just me, every YouTuber appreciates you liking and subscribing. So yeah, it is what it is. If you do enjoy this content, yeah, let us know. All right. Yeah, that bassline's sick. If you're in the comments, by the way, let's say hello. You never know, you might win something. Today, what are we doing? Well, we're hanging out with, this is, gosh, it was supposed to be Freeware Friday, and then I kind of queued things up. But in doing so, I completely forgot that Genome is no longer free. It has NAM at the heart. But there's a lot going on around NAM as well. They've done some really great things to improve it. They've done some really awesome stuff. And yeah, again, I'm making sure that the vocals sound good here and they're not too overbearing. And I don't want to be able to hear my room too well. I've also got a kind of bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of a latency thing going on because I've got the buffer size set a little bit bigger, a little bit larger. There might be a touch more latency. So let's see where we're going to be at. We're going to start with a new profile. Oh, wait, how do I load? All right, cool. Okay, so I'm going to go to, that's how to load their profiles. That is not where I'm going with mine. So let's do that. Let's go to my NAM stuff. Pardon me. And I'm testing out some new stuff today. This is brand new stuff I've not tested at all. The Randall Warhead. And we've got the VHT Deliverance 120. By the way, this is all stuff you can get for absolutely free. I didn't pay for any of this. You can go down to the website, wonderful place called Tone Hunt, and get all of that stuff for basically for nada. And it's great stuff. You're going to enjoy yourself. Everyone's going to enjoy themselves. It's going to be great. I promise. But it's not free. This Genome is not free. NAM is free. You can play these profiles in NAM and play them for free. And you can do your own things to goose them up a little bit. As we say, you can, when I say goose them up, I mean, you can, a lot of people have their own way of like tweaking NAM and adding different plugins in their chain to get NAM to sound a little better. And that's exactly what Genome has done here. All right, let's see what we've got going on. We've got nothing really much going on in the chain. We've got my old Gilbert here. Where is all that verb coming from? Ah, there you be. Don't need the studio compression either. Thank you very much, though. Oops. You guys might hear a little bit more. That's the problem, guys. I think I'm going to have to use that gate and then just set it really, really low because I'm trying to take away the pick sound, but like the microphone, I'm trying to figure out different microphone. I think I'm going to have to raise my mic up like this. Way up. What's that? All right. We're going to bring that way up and get it away from my picking first. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, cool. So I can run this gate. Hang on. We're all doing this together. So I got to bring that back. I can bring this back way down here. A little bit more. That's not so bad. I think we can deal with that for now. No preset. No preset. Okay, we're going to have to just deal with this later. That's the best I can do for now, guys. I do apologize. Trying to make this... You're watching me on TV? Whoa, yeah, yeah. It sucks, though, man. Here, I'm going to have to go to the other cam, because if you're watching me on a reasonable-sized TV, this camera quality doesn't come through all that great, so let's go to the screen. All right, cool. All right, that's actually way better. Okay, so we've got the Randall Warhead. That's all happening here. We're gonna add a little bit of, there's a little bit of this and that to it. All right, let's make sure we're in tune here. I'm always making sure, like the brand new set of strings. Thanks so much to Sit Strings for always making sure I've got fresh and crispies on there. It's always nice to have nice crisp strings. Although I will admit, when Sit Strings are brand new, that it is like they are fucking bright. These are 58. The current set I've gone are 58 to 13. Now I have this guitar tune B to B, B to B if you're curious. All right, so now for a cabinet. We've got all kinds of things happening here. All right, now I can go mix it to this side. This is a Friedman cab. Is there like Dime or Randall stuff in here? Let's find out. That actually sounds way better. The mic sounds perfect right now. I have to remember, just bring it up. People can just like, it doesn't matter if I can block out my ugly face a little bit. And in comes the baby Samuel. As usual, baby Samuel's on his way through a stream. He always chooses to come on through during a stream, and he's joining us on this fine sunny day to enjoy some. Oh boy! Just everybody say hi to this little cute little man right here, and he's gonna head over. Oh, there you go, buddy. All right, cool. Always, every time we do a stream, he's like, excuse me, I got to get through. Hey, there's a Randall. Boom. That is not the Randall that I was looking for. That was this Nuno. Is this the Nuno? Nuno back in court. That's Snap. I don't like. Why does it sneak through the gate and then come out like with so hot with so much like, and just like those sharp notes? And somebody answer that? Can somebody? I'm curious. If someone could answer, what the deal is with that? Why does it sneak through the gate and come in like such a fucking pop? I don't understand. I think maybe it's partially the compressor as well. Gosh, we're gonna have to just tweak as we go, guys. It's not that big a deal though. It's not that big a deal, and yeah, we'll make sure it's not quite so heavy here. And then maybe it'll be a little bit easier going. Oh, here we go. Well, I don't want to get too crazy with the high and low pass filters here. Okay. Man, that is, gosh, guys, that is really irritating me today. And it's these strings are so new and it just keeps sneaking through, and I don't want it to be such like, I hate when the gate is really like choppy. So I'm gonna have to do some work on that between streams, guys, before tomorrow. This profile to me seems really dull. I've got it goosed up a bit here. I've used this even more than I would usually typically like to. Turn off the, oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, let's go through a few different tone stacks. That doesn't sound bad, not by any means. It's just not a great, I don't think this is a great profile. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What, messify it? Yeah, all right. Messify it. So I was already doing that though. I messified it. I've already used the, I don't typically like to use the actual EQ, like the controls, we'll say, on profilers. I think that if I'm not getting what I want out of a profile, I really just should be looking for a different profile. That's just the way I typically like to think of it. But in this case, I'll keep giving it a try. Snappy. And again, it's frustrating me, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get past this profile. It's not giving me the feels right now. So again, this is my new testing stuff folder. We're testing a few different things today, and just, having some fun with some profiles and hanging out with you guys. See, now that's one thing about NAND profiles that you're always going to have to be prepared for, is you're going to have to be prepared for those volume drop, the ups, the peaks and valleys in volume, and that's just the way it is. It's kind of almost unavoidable. It just happens. So we're gonna increase. I don't want to increase too much, because if it's that quiet, it's not really the profile I've been looking for. But we'll see. I want to give it a chance because it sounds like a pretty good profile. As far as like pedals go, they do give you the option to, if you use a few pedals here, they give you the green machine. We'll use the green meanie in the suite here. I'll try to operate in the suite as often as I can, unless like they don't give you, sometimes suites just don't give you very good options. And you can't always go into every suite assuming that every single component is going to be really great. That's not always going to work that way. I've got lots and lots of profiles here to try, buddy. I think I actually downloaded your new one, buddy. By the way, Eddie has been jumping into just really just towing the waters in NAM captures, profiles, etc. And I think this one is going to be a no for me, dog, because I don't like having to adjust for that much volume right now. And I did PV Ultra Plus. Okay, we're going to bring it back. Let's see where we're at. This will give me a good idea. Oh, that definitely sounds fucking great. This is yours, right, bud? Okay, that's just telling me it's a wee bit quiet. That's okay, because I can bring up that a bit. I'm going to get rid of that gain pedal because you were mentioning that maybe it'd be best without it. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that. Like, don't boost these profiles. Some of the profiles, guys, you have to realize that some profiles are going to react well to boosting. Some of them are not. And that's just the way that NAM profiles work. In NAM Universal, our upcoming plugin, we're going to be giving you the opportunity to be able to load the NAM pedal and the NAM amp inside one plugin. But we're not promising that that's going to be ideal results all the time. You might get some pedal and amp profiles that just were like basically fuck you to each other, like we're not working together at all, and that's perfectly normal in the world of NAM. It's perfectly normal. It's not like a plugin where, pardon me, where if that plugin is coded properly, that plugin should interact properly with the net, with any amp sim that's coded properly as well, because it's essentially just schematic being fed into another schematic, just like it would be in the analog world, right? But when you start to get into profiles and start to get into stuff like black box modeling and other things that are amiss, where it's not truthfully modeling any actual schematic, you may get interactions that are going to disagree with each other. They might. However, that being said, I have found a bunch of different NAM pedal packs that have really react very nicely, and with everything else. So, I mean, it's really going to be trial and error. And we're going to be very clear about that as well when we do our manual, and like a disclaimer, like letting people know that, hey, listen, these don't always match up. And it's important for people to know that it's not every profile is going to match up, because we don't want people to blame the plugin. You also can't blame the profile. You could get a really, really nice amp capture and a really, really nice and well shot pedal capture, and they might just not go along together. And just like in the real analog world as well, there are certain pedals and amps that aren't always going to match up too well. So that does sound really good, though. Let's crank up the brilliance a little bit. All right, that sounds pretty good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Heck yeah, guys. So we've got a nice Friday kind of vibe going on today. Just being nice and chill. And then after this, I am going to go and hopefully spend some really nice time with the missus. I think both of us have been kind of grouchy this week, and me for sure. I have been so grouchy this week because I don't know, I have not felt myself. I have had these really strange headaches and aches and pains that are just, I don't know, it made me feel like I had this like low level viral infection that was just fucking with me enough to like irritate me. These do exist. Like not every viral infection that we get, every little sickness is going to be like blow the doors off, you know, stage one, first generation COVID. Not everything is going to hit you that hard. And I feel like something this week has just been underlying and just trying to kind of essentially sabotage my health enough that it just like I couldn't even enjoy MLB The Show. That's the thing. That was the craziest part about it. I came home and I was just flat, absolutely flat. And I just, so I apologize for no streams this week. I really looked forward to this weekend because while my week wasn't that difficult, at one point I did get hit by a kid. And that wasn't fantastic. And for those of you who are out there, I do work in the, it's important to note here that I work in essentially with behavioral risk children and other things of that sort. And I've been very open about that. I work with many individuals with autism, etc. And in that line of work, sometimes you end up catching one. And and so that was an interesting week. But at the same time, it was not a very difficult week. A 4-day week. I am on a holiday today, thanks to Good Friday. Which is the funny thing was earlier today, I used the word, I used the word crucify in a stream earlier today. Completely, I don't even use that word that often, and I wasn't using it because it was Good Friday, and it just happened to come out on the wrong day. So, yeah, I agree. It's like it says a huge sounding yeah, but you're gonna take that out in post anyway. This is for a PV Ultra Plus, and you can get it on, Eddie, put your shit in the comments, Eddie. You guys go on Tone Hunt and go to Sharface. It's just Eddie's last name plus face. And you guys can go on there and enjoy all of Eddie's hard work. He's really getting good at IRs too, guys. You got to go and check out some of his IRs. Although today, being that I'm using Genome, it's impossible. I'm sorry, it's impossible to use Genome. And thank you very much to Two-Notes. Been so generous in the past to have given me a whole bunch of really cool shit to play with in here, and really showcase the shit out of Wall of Sound. And I didn't particularly like Wall of Sound as much. I like this a lot better. I will say I like this a lot better. I have 262 different cabs to choose from. Thank you so much again. A Randall Thrasher. Should we use a Randall Thrasher? Let's do that. And then I basically, you set up your mics the way you want them. In this case, I've got them set up basically exactly the way I want it. And yeah. And this is the Rand Trash. I don't really much like, yeah, that's a questionable graphics choice right there. Hey, Freeskin, what's going on? How are you? And by the way, Pedro, how are you? Eddie, how are you? How's fucking everybody doing? It's Friday. I gotta bring the mood up a little bit here. I've just been absolutely fucking flat this week. And I noticed it as well in a stream. I was just like, man, I was flat there. I needed to be up. Ain't no one gonna buy nothing. And nobody wants to see anybody out here talking all. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And the other thing is, guys, I was going to do something on Tonocracy, and I'm just going to be very quick, okay? This is going to be very quick. I don't like it, and I'm not going to showcase it. I find the ease of use to be horrible. Horrible ease of use as far as using NAM profiles goes. The amps are... I'm still getting used to the amps. I just don't like it as much as I like Genome as far as like NAM profiles go. Tonocracy, I'm not saying it's a bad plugin. It is free, and everybody should draw their own conclusions. Where it's kind of like the opposite of Genome. The amps in Genome are, and I shouldn't say I don't like. Okay, let me bring that back. It's not like I don't like tonocracy. I don't like tonocracy for NAM profiles. I find that the ease of use is you got to drag it to one specific spot, and you can't even miss that spot at all. It has to be to one very specific spot. You have to drag your profiles. There's no way to just like open them up with the UI, like to load them up like you can here. Like, look how easy this is, guys. Boom, it's right there. It's the biggest fucking window right here with a big old folder. Boom, it says, hi there, load your files. We don't care which ones. It's, look at this. When you go to the amp list, amplifier, boom, codecs. The first thing on the list. Pow! Right there it is. Codecs, biggest thing on the list before all their amps. And they're like, look, codecs, pow. We know what you want. We know why you came here. Boom, there's the codecs, all in big old caps. You load that up, big fat window, pow, open that, and there you go. Just start playing guitar. Okay, now with tonocracy, I was sitting there scratching my head. Now, I am an experienced plugin user, guys, and I dragged my NAM profile to about 6 different areas, and someone just like, yeah, just drag it over the UI. Okay, sure. And then I realized, okay, you got to drag it to one specific spot. There's no way to create a folder for it. It was really irritating. So as far as showcasing NAM, but I mean, as far as let's go back. As far as the actual in onboard amps, they're much better than the onboard amps here in Genome. I didn't like really any of the amps here in Genome. I'm just going to be straight with you guys. I didn't find that they had a lot of feel. There was kind of boxy feeling, and it's okay. But this right here is the money. This is the money right here. They've got tone stacks. They've got all kinds of. They've got they've got input, warm, neutral, bright. They move over to tone stacks. They give you tone stacks. If you don't know what a tone stack is, you got to look that up, because I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world when it comes to all that kind of stuff. And there's bound to be a 9 billion videos on YouTube with smarter people explaining it a lot better than I would. Okay, moving along, they give you like the standard NAM controls while also giving you the gain. I'm curious as to what they did for the gain. Or is that just like, is that the input? Is that just the input renamed gain? I don't know. I'm not sure. Either way, volume could be the output as well. And then they have enhancer, guitar, or bass. Interesting. I like that they give you both. But you know, one thing, let's be honest, one thing the NAM community lacks is bass gear. Somebody out there that knows somebody with a big ass bass gear collection, just show up at their house with like a Two-Notes load box, give them a few cases, a couple cases of beer and a bottle of wine, and be like, bro, can I just like hang out here with my laptop and my Two-Notes load box for a bit? I'm not saying that's all there is to it, but still. What's going on, Bo? How are you? Thomas, how are you? Freyskin, how are you? Freyskin, do you have another name that you prefer? Or do I call you username? I'm always one of those people that as soon as I start calling people usernames, I'm of that age group that I feel like I'm in the movie Hackers. I'm calling people usernames. And if you've never seen Hackers with Angelina Jolie, I'm just going to be honest with you, you probably need to do that. She basically looks like a cross between herself and Mr. Spock in that movie. It's kind of bizarre, but it works. Johnny Lee Miller is in his prime. Maybe not his prime, arguably, but that sure as wasn't Dracula 2000. What cap from Two-Notes is this? Is sleeper? What do you mean? Which are the sleeper cabs? Well, let's go through them, boys. Let's go. I mean, they didn't give this to me for me to just sit it on the shelf. So let's crack open this Genome UI on its own. Does this resize? Let's see. Does anybody know if this resizes? Does it resize? Settings. Oh yeah, here we go. Window size, baby. Whoop whoop. It's not a vector, but it doesn't need to be. As long as it has something like this, a lot of people like those. It has to be a vector now. I don't think it has to be a vector as long as it gives you enough options, like for resizing, not just like 50 and 100 and 150. That's like, whoa, bro. Like, can we have something in the middle there? I think we're gonna go with 90. That's too big. I want 80. That's perfect. Okay, that's good. Let's do that. Perfect. All right, let's go through this list of what I got. I got 1x6, 1x8. Let's go through the 412s. If you guys want to see anything else or hear anything else, let me know. I thought they had a Gensbens. I'm not sure how George Lynch would prefer that I pronounce it, but I thought they had one of those in here, but I guess not. Also, let's make sure I save that. Okay. What is the Eddie? I'm going to assume this is a 212 EVH. Survey says. Wait a minute. Do I not have that? What's happening here? Maybe I don't have that one? I'm not sure. Interesting. Why it will not load certain things now. Very strange. Now all of a sudden it doesn't want to load certain cabinets. And I know I have all of this stuff though. That's the strange thing about it. Kensusi snakeskin? Does that load? I know I have that one. Why is it not loading this stuff? Okay, let's see if I can do it this way instead. Oh, I can. I can just do it this way, the snakeskin. Oh, apparently it wasn't letting me just load it the other way. So I've got the Kensusi signature pack. If you don't know who Kensusi is, he's from Unearth. He's also the AR guy, or one of the AR guys, or maybe he's got a higher up role now over at Fishman. He's got some sexy 7 strings as well. As far as what these cabinets actually are, I'm not 100% sure. Although it's got 2 different... Interesting. Okay, it wants me to do that differently. We can do that. Sorry guys, it's that it's only when I hammer it. I'm not even hitting it that hard and it's coming through. Again, all in the experience of things. We're gonna get things all ironed out. Happy to announce, by the way, that our next contest is gonna be starting April 1st. A company very well known for having done something fantastic on April 1st. Ladies and gentlemen, Aurora DSP. We had something else on the go. We had to kind of swap some months around with a few different things based on our release schedule. And yeah, happy to announce that our April contest is going to be going with, we're going to have some rad licenses for Serbies kicking around. We're also going to have a whole bunch of other stuff kicking around as well. We're going to have there's a grand prize for YouTube subs, and we've got this one way more figured out. Happy to say, and I'm very excited about it. Couldn't be more excited, actually. I just got to make sure I can get through the... You guys are moving pretty good in the comments today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for such a long ass fucking time today. It's going to be about 90 minutes on this one as well. Not your usual 2 hours, I don't think. But we're going to be hanging out I'm going to be hanging out just trying some new profiles. Again, why am I sounding a little out? No idea. Hanging out, listening to some Macabre. The missus is gonna go for a walk. It was crazy. We had no snow on the ground at all, 0, and then we went through what was actually a pretty fucking badass blizzard over the course of 3 days, 3-day blizzard, and it was pretty crazy. It didn't it shut parts of the city down, but not like in such a way where there wasn't so much at once. It was just really consistent over the course of things. So it now looks like there's a brand new winter outside when all the snow was gone, like a week ago. A week ago, all the snow was fucking toast. It was pretty crazy. So she's gonna get outside and get some walking in. Let's turn this up. This is, I want to turn the output up on this one actually a little bit. Yeah, it's much better. You guys, let me know when the guitar volume is like quiet as fuck, all right? This is Eddie's profile. This sounds really good. Super good. and I'm just having some tuning woes. Listening to some Evil in the background. So far, I haven't really been getting like nuked by anybody. So far, all the bands that I've been sharing with you guys, mostly underground, independent, and other such bands, everything's been pretty cool. Apart from a couple artists that don't want their stuff shared in Russia. That's popped up a couple times. So I've just removed those songs from the playlist so that I just stop seeing these fucking emails. All right, so yeah, that's frustrating me. Not staying in tune for shit today, this guitar. Oh, earlier in the stream, it was just fine, though. No idea. Tough climate right now these days. If you live in a place where the weather's like all over the fucking place, then you'll understand that the pain of your guitar is constantly needing adjustment and going through these like moments of like, I don't feel like staying in tune right now. I am gonna boost it though. I'm gonna fucking do it, Eddie. Why? Why, low string? Why are you torturing me this way? I might have to go and switch guitars. It's not quite time for my... I'm gonna switch guitars anyways, those guys. So it won't really matter either way. But still, this one is usually... You guys have seen Gilbert many times before if you've watched any of my streams, past, present, whatever. This guitar is usually like a vault for being in tune. It's just some days, nah. And again, and I'll go back to the beat, and there it is. It doesn't even have a Floyd in it. Why are you being such a temperamental bitch? That sounds pretty good. And this is, by the way, the Ultra Plus Loose Red Ultra Gain. I'm going to go through a few different profiles, and I love this too. When you go and click the folder you're in, they show you what's going on here. They show you the files that you've got available. You just go straight to one. That's great. I like that as well. Thanks so much. Genome did a good job here. This, to me, is this is a good reason to charge some money for a way to use NAM profiles. This is a good way right here. They've improved it. They give users like this wonderful feel on things. It's great. You get like the ability to make NAM profiles sound better. And I'm not going to say that NAM Universal is going to be the same as the codecs here. There are going to be some similar aspects, I guess. But like there will be in pretty much any plugin that's going to be using NAM profiles it should be at least giving you the option to improve the signal chain. And by doing that, I mean, I think our plugin is going to be, it looks monstrously different. Of course, the ease of use is a bit different. Things are all just different. And of course, it's going to be free. That being said, if you have already got your hands on Genome, man, it's fucking great. And if you like the way that they do their cabinets, this is 100% reason for you to go and just like find reasons to get more of their cabs, because they've got so many cabs there that just sound great and they're fun to use, and like it's just in general, there's no downside to them. So if you guys have any cabs that you want to see in the entirety, okay, I'm gonna throw it out there for you guys in the comments. If I have the cab, I will use it, okay? And I will do my very best to use it and during everything here. So, oh, I see what's going on. That's the positioning. Oh, cat hair! Get off me! Oh, I saw it. Yeah, bit of an odd duck around here. Okay, I dig Genome too, and I don't want people to look at our plugin and NAM Universal that should be out probably the next month or so ish. With WaveMind, by the way. It's also going to showcase a number of different profiles from a number of different top creators on Tone Hunt. We're going to have just little teaser packs for all the best people we find to be the best profile creators that we could get in touch with. And by the way, if you know a quality, there are a couple actually. If you know a quality, a NAM profile creator, and they want a couple of their profiles as a teaser pack to be inside our plugin here, we would sure like that. That would be great, and would be a way for us to be able to push more people to Tone Hunt. There will be a link to Tone Hunt right in the plugin. You'll be able to just click a button and go directly. It'll open up a window, and you'll go straight to Tone Hunt for profiles. And so why not be able to, we would love to be able to involve everyone we can that creates quality profiles. There's a few creators that we are looking to get in touch with, and that is Helga B, aka Jared. We'd love to get a hold. We'd love to get in touch because he makes some terrific, unbelievable profiles. Actually, we really, really like his stuff, and would absolutely love to get in touch with him somehow, some way. And there's a few different folks on there, and we've already got the okay from Arlington Audio. They're going to have some profiles, etc. But they also did some profiles of their own here, and I just went right past them. So I didn't really go and use any of their profiles here that they made at Two-Notes. But that being said, with all the gear they obviously have available at Two-Notes and at their disposal to be able to create profiles, man, I mean, obviously their stuff's going to rip. Invisible Verb V2. You see, I love it. I love that so many of the people that come to see us know what they're talking about. I love that. And even if you don't and you want to lurk and just kind of learn the landscape, learn the different, learn the different kind of ins and outs of things, like any hobby, guys. There's that hobby, okay? Any hobby in the world, you're kind of just cruising. There's ways to experience those hobbies. There are the people that are casual, that are like kind of just floating on the top. We'll call it the ocean, okay? They're just floating on the top. They're just taking it all in a little bit. We'll talk, they're on the lake, the top of the ocean. Then there are the people that want to explore a little bit but not get too crazy. Those are the people that maybe go scuba diving a little bit, and they're just, they go maybe snorkeling, we'll call it. Snorkeling. What we do here would be more known as scuba diving. We're way down below. At times, I would argue to say that we are in our own personal little submarines. Not the Titan, by the way. Oh, snap. I will say that this is where you're going with us, though. You're going way down, and we're going to get into, really down into the meat is what we like to do here. But we kind of like to accommodate all users. So whether you're here, or you're way down here with us, we really appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions along the way, we don't care if you feel that they are stupid questions. We'll be the damn judge if they are stupid questions. And if we'll call it, no, there are no stupid questions. We'll call it a newbie question. If there are questions that you have that are for rather new users, we'll point you. If it's something that's like, whoa, bro, like you need to go and do some of your own research, then we'll point you the way. Somebody in the comments will point you in the right direction with a link or something, or I can do my best way, my best impression, and just sort of fumble my way through the best I can. All right. I'm just going through the comments, guys. Sometimes I get into a bit of a flow. Zero cool. Hell yeah, dude. You don't want to be zero cool. I love it. I love it. How sick is this solo, though? Hold on. We got to go. Solo alert. Hold on. I'm going to back up. This is a band called Visa. Check this part out. All right, let's do it. Go, go, go. Here we go. There's a guy in the back who's just going, oh! Anyways, Surge from System of a Down actually really helped those guys along, and they're still putting out rad records. If you're curious, VIZA, Visa. Really great band, a lot of fun to listen to, and musically, some of the most talented songwriting and performances you'll hear. It's all tasteful, it's all really well written, and it's one of those bands that I listen to and I go, how are these guys not more fucking popular? With System of a Down having not put out, like, how do I explain this? And we get into a lot of tangents here, but allow me to explain this for a second. Like when Pantera was going like this, and they hadn't done anything in a really long time, and all of a sudden here came Lamb of God. And I understood why Lamb of God might have picked up a few of those Pantera fans, because I got it, right? We all understood that, right? It's impossible not to understand how they ended up a part of that fan base. It sort of made sense. I get it. Now, Visa, they toured with System of a Down and they had Surge on their album, so it kind of makes sense that like System of a Down fans that are looking for new album to material to make them happy would have turned to this band, but they haven't seemed to do so. Very strange indeed. Hopefully you guys are doing really great. It is an awesome Friday to be alive. What's the scoop? Love it. Scuba divers. You guys are still on the scoops thing. I love it. Let's fucking do it. Let's scoop it. Let's use let's fake scoop. That's not even really fake scooping. Actually, I'm not gonna fake scoop. Boop. Oh no, it doesn't have the double click. Also no double click. No. Okay, let's scoop see. 800's probably too early to scoop see, but let's try it. No, it's not actually. It sounds pretty good. That sounds great, but it's not. I wouldn't know if I would scoop at 800. I don't know if I would scoop at 800. I'm gonna bring this back and see how it sounds instead. That's really rad. I love when people say that. I know. That actually sounds really good. I mean, like there was a doubt. I'm just kidding, buddy. Occasionally, we do get things to sound okay around here. That actually kind of tricked my ears for a second. I thought it was something else. Man, it's great to be the Friday of a long weekend, isn't it? Gosh, man. Fuck, I wish I could play like this in the background. We're gonna do another one? Another solo off? Let's try it. We're doing another solo, I guess. Let's do another solo. Jesus. All right. Once again, as always, my challenge is always out there for shredders. If you think you're a shredder, which I am not, and I'll admit that every shredder out there is better than me. I'm not challenging your talent. But if you're a real shredder, my challenge for you is to learn how to chicken pick at a high level. And then if you can do that, gosh, I would love to see it. I love watching people chicken pick at a high level. I used to love watching sweepers. Sweep pickers are awesome. But let's be honest, we've all seen enough sweep pickers that like we could like line the bottom of the ocean. I'm not saying drown them all, but I mean that literally we could line an entire country, the borders of countries with sweepers and shredders. Soviet themed entries. Well, I have, as you guys may or may not know, I've been listening to a lot of Balkan ska lately, and a lot of that comes from one place, brother. And this is one of those songs. This song's been in my head for about a month, non-stop. I fucking love it, and we're gonna listen to it in the background. I don't give a shit. You mentioned it. Here we are. This is where we're at now. All right, we're testing some new stuff. Love this fucking song. VHT Deliverance 120. Oh, yay, yay. Man, this is one. I really like this amp. So this is, I'm excited. Let's see what we got here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That is a whole barrel of different low end, okay? And we're going to bring this back as well. Yeah, anyways. Scuba. Really? You know that band? Seriously? Where are you from? It's literally trying to play along to it with distorted guitar. Man, all right, what are we doing here? You guys, I didn't see it. Does anybody have any... I'm going to go back. Does anybody have any requests for caps? I'll be honest with you, I'm in. You just, like, you throw it at me. You're from Germany? Right on. Holy, how fucking late is it there right now? It's probably pretty late there, yeah? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? I don't have no idea. One of our sponsors for this month, and by the way, thank you to both of our sponsors this month. Man, it's been so fucking great to have WaveMind around. Chris from WaveMind is one of the nicest individuals I've met in a long time. Man, that dude is just so much fun to work with, so much fun to talk to about gear, and he is, guys, all I can tell you about WaveMind is he is about to do some things the right way. He is about to do some really great things. What can I tell you actually for him? And I can't really speak for the developer on any point, but I can just say that he does have a signature offering and he does have some licensed stuff that's going to come up. And it's going to be stuff that might surprise a little bit. And I couldn't be more excited for the guy. He's just truthfully, he's a rad dude. So I look forward to what they've got in the future. And I thank them so much for all the Rev F licenses this month. It's been great. And if you, we are going to be giving out a couple more of those tomorrow throughout our day and our last two. And then I will tell you that we are going to move along to our Aurora DSP. Also, one of our other sponsors for this month is, as I was mentioning, is kind of close, but close by for you. He's in Austria, Valhalla. And Valhalla makes great stuff, and make sure you go and check out. Thank you so much to Andreas for helping us out this month with some terrific giveaways. Oh man. My ex is from that region. Can I hear the Valhalla Randall cab if you've got it? Which Randall? Because I was just using they have the Thrasher here. They also have the, I think this is the Nuno. Why is it not all of a sudden why is it not doing that? I don't understand. Before, I might have to open this plugin again. Either way, let's see if I can get here. Hold on. Aha, here we go. Randall Thrasher. This is the Randall. Oh, this one? Is this the one you're talking about? The RV 412? And we are just hanging out today on Friday, checking out Genome and some Two-Notes stuff. Great people, very nice people over at Two-Notes. I have an idea of something I would like to do with Two-Notes, and but I'm not sure if it'll work out just yet. But we're gonna see if we can do something with them. Okay, so they have the Thrasher. They have the Thrasher, which we were actually just using before you dropped in, I think. So here's the Thrasher. I'm using it through some profiles I haven't tried all that often and all that much. It's the first go. So let's get some decent, see if we can get some tones here first. Sounds pretty good, actually. And the Green Meanie, let's fire that in. Man, that sounds pretty good, actually. I've got the brilliance control up quite a bit, though. Let's back that off a bit there. And I can change the tone stack up if I want to. Or I can go with a bright input. Wow, it sounds awesome. Holy shit. This amp sounds great. I'm not sure on this cabinet though. That's not really where I park my car. There's a couple of other Randalls in here. There's a Randall Nuno Betancourt. We just had it. Where the fuck did it go? I can't find it. I was just looking at this son of a bitch. Where are you? What are you doing? Makes no sense. Did you guys not see that? Was I blind? Was I seeing things? Oh no, I'm getting to that point in my life already. I'm gonna wrap it up. Here's a bunch of Fortin cabinets in here I'd like to try, if I could. Again, I'm not sure why it's being so difficult with me right now. Being quite difficult as far as the, I'm gonna have to go through it like this. It is what it is, but I don't really want to reboot the plugin right now, so reboot, restart, whatever. Shush. Not bad. This doesn't sound bad at all. Hopefully you guys are digging it. I'm digging it. Sounds good to me. Let's continue on down this road here with these deliverance profiles. I really like it. And so yeah, there's a Nuno. Wow, I don't know why it went up that high. Oh my gosh, there's a Nuno Betancourt profile in here, or IR pack. I'm looking at the Fortin stuff right now, and I don't quite get why it's not letting me load this stuff. But whatever. Capture Master, what's that? Ownership. A to Z. I see what's going on here. It's going by brand. Okay, that's just a sort. Cool. All right, so I've also got some 410, 4x8, 2x15, 2x12, 2x10. I've got some base cabs in here. I think I'm going to probably have to ask them and see if they've got some more base cabs. I want to see if they've got some more. I wouldn't mind trying a few more. I want to go through the 212, but for whatever reason, it's not letting me switch over. So I think it's just going to be 412 or bust today. We'll save the 212s for next. I don't really get it. I don't understand why it's doing that. It was why you got to flex like that. Oh wait, I don't even have to do that. All I can have to do here is go give it the boot and we'll reopen Dynacap. Or how do I reopen Dynacap? Cabinet. Here we are. Okay, we're just gonna go with one mic. I'm not even gonna go with a second mic. So for the meantime, let's go with mic A. I'm just gonna go with a 57 for now. Go all the way to one side. Okay. And I've got the Brit Vintage C, but I don't want that. I wanted to see if I could go to the 212, see if it lets me do that this time. Where's the Eddie? Eddie! Look at me, Eddie. Oh, again, it won't let me do it. But I do have these because it lets me go to it. So again, I'm really not sure why it's annoying me the way it is right now. Oh boy, he wants us to tear it down. Doesn't want me to put up with this. Let's go to the Ken Susi. I just feel cooler when I use the Ken Susi. I can't even say that with a straight face. Never mind. I will be very straight and honest. In one point in time, I booked a show for Unearth, and Ken was not very nice when I met him, and that was kind of a bummer. That always bummed me out when I was promoting shows, and I would occasionally meet bands that I really, really liked, but you couldn't go into it like a fanboy because, you know, I'll be honest with you, when you went into it like a fanboy, the band would just try to fleece you. for every free beer and free sandwich and free thing they can get out of you. They don't say, oh, cool. We see the promoter's a fan tonight. They think, oh, the promoter's a fan tonight. Yes, let's see what we can get out of them. And that, to me, was just, everything didn't feel great. And it could be that certain bands just have like off days that they don't feel like dealing with people, or it's maybe the fact that bands look at promoters like they're all scumbags, which is really sad that things ended up that way. But nonetheless, it wasn't a pleasant encounter. But these profiles sound really good. I try to stay as like positive as I can. Let's add some thickness. Again, sounds great. Wonderful, actually. Didn't realize they had so many Randall. Might have to check that out. Good thing you found a scoop hole for select. Scoops. Get off me. All right, guys, we are on the hour. We're going to come back with a whole bunch more energy, I hope. I'm going to come back with a whole bunch more energy. We're going to get all, whoa, let's go, Gino. I'm excited. I'm going to get into some of my favorite profiles, some of the stuff that I've used and abused, and some of the stuff that's going to go into the NAMM Universal plugin. I'll be testing some of that out when I come back for the second half of the the stream. And again, really happy to announce for the next month, for the month of April, very excited to announce that, Aurora DSP is going to be sponsoring the month. There will be several licenses during streams for Serbies. And if you haven't checked that out yet, that's brand new. It's out today from Aurora DSP. And you can get a free trial for it right now. And man, it's awesome. It is the start of the drive-through series that they're going to be doing with which is a bunch of drive pedals and high gain preamps and fun stuff. That's going to be man. It's going to be, if you are a fan of like preamp pedals and preamps like I am, man, I've got news for you. I've got news for you. You're going to like this plugin. So they're going to be doing some of that, as well as we are working up some sort of a grand prize, a singular one grand prize. It's going to be very easy to deal with. One grand prize where you're going to be able to get one big, large grand prize. We're going to choose one person that has subscribed to both our YouTube and their YouTube. We're going to cross-reference, and the first person we find randomly that is on both YouTubes, you're going to get that grand prize. We're going to just try to randomize it the best we can. But yeah, it's going to be a fun month in April. We'll start it off with, guys, don't believe anything you hear on April 1st. Any plugin that comes out April 1st, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and you should know what they're doing too. I wonder if there are going to be any more. I know there's a couple developers now that have done mock April Fool's Day plugins. That's a lot of wasted resources, bro. That's so much coding. It's like there's coding involved there. There's a coding, there's a manual, there's like formatting everything, there's packaging everything, there's the graphics charges. The graphics are not cheap for plugins. That's an expensive joke, folks. So if anything that developers do on April 1st, you know what? Just fucking go in all hard, go in all hard and just and enjoy it. It should be a fun day, but still, don't believe anything you hear. And if you're a developer out there thinking about releasing something on April 1st, and it's not a joke, I don't know what to say to you. You might just wait a day. All right, guys, I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and we'll go from there. All right? See you. shred. Man, I'm having a great day today. So far. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. So now what I want to go through now is some of the pardon me. Some of the profiles that we are going to be putting into the plugin. And these are the we were calling the Tone Hunt All-Star amps, Tone Hunt All-Star bass, and Tone Hunt All-Star pedals. Okay, now some of these these are all just right now. Again, I have Helga and all these other ones. These are not going to be included until we get full clearance, but we do have Arlington Audio, Emil Robe, and a number of others. And we Pip Priss and a number of others that miscellaneous single profiles and some other things. But then again, these are just teasers for these folks. And I'm going to check out, for starters, we're going to check out some of the profiles that we're going to be including with NAM Universal. This is the list right here from this particular developer, creator. Pardon me. Okay, so this is the Richie Blackmore signature. Okay, so let's bring that back volume-wise. So you're going to find that a lot of this stuff has some pretty good volume to it. All right, so I would definitely want to go over. I've been wondering how good it sounds. Do they have any carve-in? Yes, they do, I believe. Let's go have a look. I'm sorry, guys. I was just trying to keep up here. Germany, region. Sorry, I was going back. 4 people in here today. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I know that's not going to be a super busy stream. I knew it wouldn't be when we jumped in. This one's going to be like probably a couple hours. Anyways, we're not going to be here maybe a little bit over, maybe a little under 2 full hours today. Let's go see if they have any carve-in. I don't know. California. I could swear there was one, though. Let's go all the way to the top. Not 100% sure. I'm going to have to look into that. If you can go to their website and find out what they call it, like what their parody name is for it, then for sure. But I can't seem to find it at this point in time. And I'm not sure. What's Romanum? Anyways, we're going to look around, keep looking around. There's the Rev cabs. They've got a couple of those. Let's try that out. This is just single mic for now. That's an amazing sounding profile, guys. That's a really great sounding profile. We're going to keep going with the Richie Blackmore SIG. Whoa, that was bad. I'm going to turn off the brilliance and thickness here because these profiles don't really need it quite as much. We probably go to neutral as well. Hell yeah. So Caleb, how are you? Freyskin, I hope you're doing great as well. I'm not sure what you guys have going on this weekend, but man, this weekend I aim to relax. It's opening weekend for baseball. If you're not an American, well, not American baseball, but if you're not a baseball fan, I can't call it American baseball, as it is a global sport. It's popular just about everywhere, it seems. Baseball is kind of a big thing for me. I really enjoy watching baseball in the summertime. I like how many games there are. I like that it's on every day. If I want to watch little bits and pieces or just completely go all in, I'd like to do that. And so this is a nice, fun weekend for me. I like to watch a couple of baseball movies, hang out. And it doesn't really matter what your sport is. When the season starts, I know a lot of people like to watch a couple movies, have some snacks, get jazzed up for the weekend and for the first game. And I think everybody should. That's our right as a sports fan, or even as a comic book fan. Really, you can get jazzed up for release days and things like that. Man, there's all kinds of things that you can get jazzed up for, and whatever it is that's your thing, I hope you guys get jazzed for it. Hell yeah. This is a great riff. Just happens we were just talking about Ken Stussy. And that's not even a lot of gain happening there yet. And these are some really nice profiles. Arlington Audio does a terrific job of making good profiles. Great. He's a fantastic, super nice person. As soon as he heard what we were doing, he was just like, holy shit, that sounds great. You want to use my stuff? Holy cow, I'm honored. And I'm like, holy cow, really? Are you serious? The way I was led to believe it was I was sort of scolded by, we'll call it a member of the NAM community. But just, well, hold on, I don't know if there's a lot of creators that are going to want you to use their profiles in your plugin or not, but I mean, you could try. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll try. And I tried, and pretty much everybody that I actually heard back from was just like all in. And then the rest of, there's 2 or 3 that I just didn't hear back from, but that's okay. Because we're happy, and then even after release, if there's anybody else that wants to jump in on that, we're happy to add new folders with little updates and stuff. So it's going to be a fun ride, and we look to also occasionally add little upgrades here and little updates and stuff to the plugin. And as a team, we're really excited to start creating these profiles. So yeah, here's the Britchie Blackmore Crunch. This is the Crunch. We're going to use it without a pedal. Yeah, I like these profiles, and I think you guys will too. Man, awesome. And Arlington Audio, Emil Robe, Tim R. There's a lot. Pip Priss, who's a member of our team here, by the way, a new member, but an a longtime friend, Philip Priss, he creates some great stuff as well. His Bugera stuff is really bang on. You must go Bugera. But yeah, we can go over some of that as we go here. We're going to go over some of Philippe's stuff. Why not? Let's do that. And he's got all kinds of stuff. The PV Triple X clone boosted. These are going to be fun. Let's give it a go. Out of tune. Yeah. Bullshit, you're out of batteries. Bullshit. I just put a new fucking battery in this thing. I know it's a cost-effective battery, no-name brand, but still, come on, give me a little bit more life out of you. Pick up your change, everybody. This is the Bugera 333 with the 33 pedal. Wow, that's a whole lot of threes. That's 5 threes. That's how serious it is. Man, sounds real good to me. And so these will be also available inside the plugin. We're not sure exactly which files, but I think these 4 folders actually of his stuff And of course, all of these creators, we are going to make very clear note that all creators that have stuff involved have actually said, yeah, go ahead and use it all. But we're just like, no, we want to give people a reason to want to go to Tone Hunt. We don't want to give people like all of everyone's stuff. That's ridiculous. Even though it's a nice gesture, thank you very much. But what we would rather do is tease people and give people like little bits of all of the good stuff, and then give people reason and want to just jump in for more and keep going back to Tone Hunt. And like we have, everyone here continuously goes back to Tone Hunt. I gotta give it some more here and less up there. Just pushing it a bit too hard in the plug-in output. It was peaking it up there a bit. That's fine though. That's better. Let's do that instead. That's Philippe's stuff is fantastic. He's really knows what he's doing with shooting these. This is the grind, Fort and grind pedal. Riffage. Man, it's nice to be riffing. If there's anything else you guys want to see inside the Dyn IR and the entire lineup, let me know. I'll see what I can do. Although I do kind of I guess I have to open the plugin again to get into the 212 stuff, which is what it is. What it is though. Let's go into the Hughes and Kettner Giant. Oh, break! I forgot. All the way. Let's go up a little bit. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was the Thrasher. All right, cool. All right, let's add a second mic to the fray. We'll make that second mic. I have 421. I'm not understanding why it's doing. Okay. I don't really want that. Why am I out here? Right about here, I think. Let's blend it in. What are we doing here? Really? That? Oh, I see it. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not one of the better cabs I've tried in here, though. Yeah. Anyways. Having a pretty good time so far with this particular plugin. I've always had a good time with Genome. It took me, I don't know, it came out pretty fast, and they offered, because I was a current Two-Notes owner, they're not doing the same thing anymore. What is this sumbitch right here? What is this thing? What's the Brit Frizz? I have no idea what this is, but it looks cool as hell, right? I don't even know what this is, but it's pretty cool. That sounds great too, actually. Let's keep going. Let's keep going through these pip Priz profiles. Yeah. Oh man, that's a stretch. Try that again. Holy fuck. How is it that I didn't even realize the song was on and I was just playing the riff? This is my old project. How strange is it that on this giant playlist I just happened to notice I was playing the riff from this song? Wow. I can't play that riff anymore. That's how hard it is. I'm out of practice now. I don't even think I could play that riff if I wanted to. Holy smokes. Nope. Nope. Let's try again. You gotta like looking back at things that like you used to play and you're like, wait a minute, why can't I play that riff that I wrote? That sucks. All right, so the Brit Frizz, guys. This is the low-key hidden gem of the entire stream so far. This is the Brit Frizz. It looks very familiar. I know it's a type of Marshall because I can just tell by looking at it with my eyes. I can tell it's a type of Marshall, and I've seen that particular cab. I've seen a Marshall cab that had the big grates over. I've seen that before. I just don't know which cab it is. Does anybody know which cab that is? Is anybody still watching? Anybody there? Anybody out there? I'm gonna blow it up. And you tell me. Do you know what cab this is based on? I could just go to the website, but even if it might still be vague there. You know, sometimes they're like, oh, it's based on a British-made cab that was known for aggressive music. Shut up. What? What does that even mean? Sometimes people are pretty vague about stuff. Yes, he did. Thank you very much. That is what I was looking at. That is the Lemmy. That looks like the Lemmy cab. But why would it be called Brit Frizz? Brit Frizz. Interesting. This is a 412 though. Could it, Lemmy's 412 also have had that or no? It makes no sense that it's this sick for fucking guitar though. Yeah, it does. This thing sounds huge. Gigantic sounding cabinet. I don't know what this fucking is. I'm gonna go to the website. Maybe I can get someone over there to tell me exactly what cabinet it is. Just in case there's like one of those like, it was a British-made cab, known for being a little bit oversized in comparison to other British cabs, if you know what I mean. I'm like, no, I don't. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm pretty good at the parody game, but not all the time. Okay? Oh, that sounds really good. And what am I using? I'm just using like plain old. This is the Bugera. This is a basically a copy of a copy. This is an import design. We'll call it an import design with import metals and pots of the PV Triple X V1. Triple X V1. The Triple X V2. Whoop! The Triple X V2 is just the JSX, folks. That's all it is. The Triple X V2 is just a rebranded JSX, which is one of the strangest fucking moves I've ever seen by PV. Let's be honest, that was a strange fucking move because the JSX and the Triple X really aren't that alike, are they? I mean, I know that they were designed with the same kind of general like topology kind of thing. I just would have rebranded that amp because the Triple X is known as being like a real fucking crusher. And for people that want, it was just a strange idea. Like if you wanted to market the JSX to a new crowd, or sorry, to the same crowd, and just continue it, you would think you would have just named it the JS, the JSR, the JS, the JS anniversary, the JS10. I don't know, anything. The JS3, 3 channels, JS3, done. Anything except for just rebranding it the new Triple X V2 is a very strange move for me anyways. So, I mean, I don't know. You tell me in the comments, guys. How do you think about that? Let's go check out a different amp. As you guys have heard this with a number of pedals already. This is one of the nicest, one of the most fun packs I've used. Is the Pip Pris Bugera 333 PV Triple X clone boosted goodiness. That is the full pack title. You guys can check it out. I think you'll enjoy it because he also has a Bugera 1990 lead, which is based on the original block letter, if I'm not mistaken, as well as some other things. He's got a Laney and a Marshall JVM. Let's go check out the Marshall JVM. No drive pedal here. That's a bit. Okay, we're going to turn that up a bit. I'm not going to bother with that. And I'm just going to turn up here instead. Let's check out some more. He's got a few of these that are boosted and a few of these that are not. I love NAMM profiles of stuff that has not yet been given a plug-in version. Okay, when I say a plug-in version, I mean there are amps out there that have not yet been given the privilege of having a plug-in, any kind of a plug-in representation, being modeled for maybe profile packs at most. I don't think there are a lot of amps out there left that haven't been at very least profiles for stuff like Tone Hub and other things. And I think that the NAMM profile library will grow exponentially. It'll grow to infinity once more talented people get their hands on this stuff. I mean, I think right now I'm seeing there are a lot of profiles, really good profiles, being made by complete amateurs like myself. I'm not by any means a professional with anything except for maybe amp sims. I am not a studio engineer over here. So, I mean, I've not yet made them, but there are people that right now that are starting from scratch and with no like previous experience and making some really nice profiles. So don't think that you need this like crazy amount of experience to make these. You just have to have as far as I understand, you have to have persistence, you have to have patience, and you have to have like an attention to detail, a good attention to detail as well. But you also have to at least have a good ear for what a good tone is with amps. I think there are people out there that are making NAMM captures and profiles that maybe don't really know how to get certain amps to sound their best. So, but the profile quality is great. You know what I mean? I think once that the experience and the experience with both the analog gear and the digital stuff start to kind of grow, and I think once people start to find this stuff and it starts to grow to like different levels, I think there's going to be a lot of success and a lot of really great profiles that are going to come out. Right now, I think a lot of people see it as, well, it's taking up some of my time. Where's my time going here? How do I use this to kind of, what do I use this for? And when it comes to paid packs, it's kind of tough because a lot of people that are behind NAM because they don't really want to pay for anything. And I'm not saying that that's the only people behind NAM. Calm down. I'm one of those people, and I don't mind paying for a plugin. I know plenty of paid plugin users that love NAM. Okay. I don't actually know a whole lot about the JVM. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have played around with one a couple of times and I have very little experience with the JVM. I don't know much about it, and our resident Bono's Ninja is probably going to have to give me some more. I'm going to have to do some more research, but I'm going to call it now that the Marshall JVM is going to be one of the amps of the future, one of the hype amps of the future, that some company is looking at that very. If there isn't a company already working on a suite that involves the JVM, I'm going to go ahead and say that, or maybe adding it to a plugin or adding it to an existing suite, whatever. I think that is one of the amps that this year is going to be one of the buzz amps that a lot of plugin developers are going to take a swing at. And I promise you, if there's not already one in development, there's going to be one soon. I can guarantee it. That and the Driftwood Purple Nightmare, I think that amp is going to be the belle of the ball this year. You're going to see a number of different plugin developers that are probably going to take a really good, solid swing at that amp. And whether they hit or miss is going to be based on how hard they work at it. It's the thing is, when you know, if you're a developer out there and you absolutely know, if you're 100% sure that there's an amp that you know, you can't be so naive to think that, oh, I'm going to take a swing at this amp and I'm going to be the first one. You can't assume that because you don't know if that someone's not working on one. You have to assume that somebody else is going to beat you to the punch, but you can't rush, because if you rush plugin in development and then all of a sudden the guy that comes right behind you that put an extra 6 months into their plugin and theirs just decimates yours because you didn't put the proper amount of time in there, that could get, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden you might as well have not put yours out at all. And I think that there are going to be a couple of competing Driftwood Purple Nightmares or Darkest Nightmares this year. The problem is with modified amps is there are people out there, if you put a mod in, I think it's got to be bypassable. I think if you install any mod, and that can be done, let's be honest, it can't necessarily be done in all mods in hardware form, analog form. You know, you can't always provide the ability to turn off or on that mod, although there are many you can, but not always. Whereas in a plugin, that is something that you can do. And it's an idea I've had for a number of months, number of years actually, is to put out a modified Marshall, and someone's going to do it. Someone is going to do it. Someone is going to do some sort of modified Marshall where, you know, where they've add a bunch of different mods and you can, you know, bypass them or whatever. But I don't know that SoftTube is going to be that company. SoftTube they do the license stuff, and I don't know that they'd be on board to add mods. I think that would mean that Marshall has to be on board with the modifications. I don't know. And I think that they'd have to be on board modifications in order to be included. I think Marshall would probably prefer that their stuff gets produced and developed according to with extreme authenticity. And it seems that way so far. So I don't know that they'd want to go down the road of wanting to add aftermarket modifications. I think anything like that's going to have to come on, something that's on board already. I don't know a lot about the JVM and its various onboard modifications already, though. All right, cool. Made by Mirador for Marshall, inspired by unknown 412 relic guitar cabinet, was made by... Yeah, awesome. See, of course it is. And of course that's like the kind... You know who this reminds me of? You go right now to go to the Dr. Bonkers website. Go right now to the Dr. Bonkers website. He has a cabinet just like this. That it's just like this giant fucking son of a bitch with these big old grilly cabinet like things going on. And it sounds like it's going to end an entire universe. Guys, we're going to have to do this in a stream soon where I'm just going to give it to Bonk. I'm going to surprise Bonkers with a little stream where we just go through the entire Bonkers catalog and we look at the website as we're like, you know, trialing these cabinets out for you guys. And you see some of these cabinets that he has done, and man, some of them are fucking cool as hell. And I would say the same for the spirit over at Two-Notes. They have this weird spirit about really wanting to make sure that they have all these really cool cabinets out there. I love that. I love that about them. Now, I want to know, where is the... I actually kind of thought that I had the ministry pack in here, but I guess I don't. I thought I did, though. I thought I had the ministry pack in here. I guess not. All right, let's go to the Mesa Boogie stuff. This is licensed stuff, too. Cool. Right on. Damn, yeah. Nope. Oh, that sounds brutal. I like. Let's go back with that. Let's try that out a little bit. Again, I'm finding myself having to increase the volume a little bit more on the tracks that I would like. Oh, wow, that sounds awesome. Okay, so that is this is the Philip Priss JVM profile with an SD1. We're going to keep going through that folder. Holy cow, that sounds great. Wow, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Man, I've gone on about this enough times already. Every time I hear this remaster, it makes me want to punch a fucking desk. God dang it. I hate when bands remaster a song and make it worse and then take the originals off the internet, or take, you know, you have to go back to like your collection. Fuck, why? This is one of the best sounding albums ever. They totally went back and just... They made the kick drum sound like a box. Gosh dang it. And the guitar tone. Oh my gosh. The guitar tone on this album used to be just so good, but not anymore. I'll tell you what, guitar tone is pretty good though. And that's this profile. No drive. I don't want no drive. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brothers. Yeah, I think the JVM. What do you guys tell me in the comments? By the way, there's 7 folks here. Tell me I should get at least 5 answers in the comments right now. What do you guys think should be? Realistically, I want you to think though, not your own personal taste necessarily. Not what do you want to be the amp of this year, but what do you guys out there think will be the hype amps of 2024, maybe leading into 2025? We had the year of the Vox. We had the year of the Orange. We had the year of the bass gear. We had the year of the this and that. Every year, it seems like developers have a good peak. Have a little peak at that one particular amp. It's like one. They all get very excited about one particular company or one particular amp, and they all take a good fucking punch at it, or at least the majority of them do. My opinion, as I said earlier, I think it's going to be the Marshall. I'm going to pick 3: the Marshall JVM, the Darkest Nightmare, / well, there's the Darkest Nightmare and then there's the Purple Nightmare. I think both of them are going to get some attention this year. In fact, I'm 100%. I'm willing to bet just about anything because I know that they've been contacted by a number of developers, and I'm pretty sure they've must have come to an agreement with at least one of those developers on some sort of a really good suite. And I mean, I know one. All I can really say is I know one developer that was sort of declined, and that it was a pretty good one. So they must have something really interesting set up. You can quote me if you'd like. I can promise you there is going to be a licensed Purple and Dark Nightmare if all signs and all clues point to the right direction. If I'm a manufacturer, I wouldn't decline a good relationship with a developer unless I already had something really nice set up. So I mean, hey, you never know. I think they'll be the belle of the ball. And then I think there's going to be we can talk about vintage amps as well that don't have a lot of representation. And I think that the old 80s preamps are going to start getting a little more attention this year as well. Nembrini Audio being, I think, a little ahead, and Mercurial being a little ahead of the curve on that. But I think that's going to get, those are going to get a little more attention this year. But there are some developers out there that they make their decisions based on just their gut feeling. They don't like Nembrini Audio and let's say like additions to Amp Hub. These aren't based on really anything. These are just based on, I mean, for Amp Hub, it's as simple as, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, what comes through a certain repair shop, as far as I know. As far as it's been explained to me by the powers that be, that's where they get their inclusions from. Certain repair shop that gets certain things in, they model it and throw it in there. And that's fucking great. Isn't that one of the greatest things you've ever heard in your life? You know what I mean? That to me, that makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. That means I'm waiting for every new edition. Like, what's it going to be this? Oh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? You know, like I'm very excited about that. Not so much, here's another this, or, by popular demand, we're releasing that. I think it's going with customer demand. It really depends on what you're looking for. Oh, the Bogner fish. Yes. The Bogner fish, that would be awesome. The Soldano X88R, is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's actually called. That one has received quite a bit of attention. You might not really think it's received that much, but low key, there are a few. I mean, right down to S-Gear. S-Gear has done that one. If I'm not mistaken, the NRR1. From Ignite Amps. It was based on a clone of that as well. There's been a little bit of attention paid to it. I would love to see the Bogner fish given some more attention. I know one developer that thought about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll tell you about it in the group chat. But yeah, here we are. But guys, it's that time. It's the time to go. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. And tomorrow I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you with a couple streams tomorrow as well. We're going to scrap. It's going to be good tomorrow. We're going to have some tone talk, punk rock, and ska. What? Okay, that should be interesting, right? If that doesn't seem like your thing, tune in anyway. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to tell some stories for sure. And I had an idea for somebody I wanted to drop by, but they weren't able. They're not able to do it. So if we ever do another one for Punk and Ska, we might have a pretty cool guest for that. But if we weren't able to get them short notice as it might be. So we're just trying to make sure that we create something for everybody so that everybody can have somewhere to park their car. And being myself, I'm into so many different types of tones and so many different genres and styles. And I just love challenging myself to being able to dial in that style from various eras. I take pride on that. I take great pride in being able to dial in something that's useful for any genre. Okay? And I do my research. With punk rock and ska, though, my research is decades and decades as I grew up in that scene. So I'm looking forward to that stream tomorrow. It's going to be happy. There's not going to be a lot of chugs. There's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be listening to some skate punk and ska. We're going to be listening to, some sweet tones as well. And then also this weekend, we have High Gain Haven Bass Edition. We're going to be talking about parallel bass chains, how I do mine. And so I've had a number of people ask me to lay that out now. So we're just going to lay it out. And I'm going to show you guys how I do it and how we put that together and how you guys can put that together as well. And we're just going to go from there. It's going to be a good time. And on Monday, we'll be announcing our new contest with Aurora DSP. I cannot wait to share that with you. And then as we go, as I said, we are going into month 3 of a calendar year. We're going to have maybe even beyond a calendar year. We have a lot of developers that have offered us, from this much to this much. And it doesn't matter. We're really happy with anything we get. And we love giving it to you. Just taking it and handing you guys stuff for just chilling, hanging out, and being part of the great community that we are trying to make right now. So my challenge for you guys right now is to go check out everything, the entire lineup over at Two-Notes Audio. Make sure you go check out all their cab packs because they've got some really good deals going on. I think they were just about to go into a giant spring sale. So head over to Two-Notes, check it out. Sadly, just owning cab packs is not going to get you Genome for free, though. That is kind of a bummer. And I really feel that there should be some sort of rewards program where, like, I understand that you shouldn't be able to just go and buy one cabinet and hack an $80 price by spending $15 or $20 on one cabinet. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying that what you should be able to do is build up, if say you buy 10 cabinets, you get Genome for free. I think that there should definitely be, or if you buy 5 cabinets this month, get Genome for free. Do it. I don't understand why it's not a thing yet. Maybe it has been a thing I just didn't notice with my eyes. But if that should really be a thing, right now, if you own any Two-Notes hardware, you get Genome for free. So if you have any of their load boxes, etc., you do get this for free. But that being said, if you don't have that and you do have a bunch of their cabs, I would email them. I would honestly email Two-Notes and say, listen, guys, I just bought like 10 of your cabs. Is there any chance that you guys would give me a discount on Genome? Maybe they'll look into it. And if enough people ask them about that, they'll start considering sales that feature just that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. So I'm pretty sure the smart people at Two-Notes have already thought of something along those lines, although I could not find evidence of such on the product page anywhere. I went and looked good and hard to make sure that it was no longer free for just your average Two-Notes customer. So guys, it's kind of unfortunate. I really feel like if you own a certain amount, you should be given that for at least a discount on it or some such things. However, I'm going on another however, they have also said that I think it's going to go on sale quite often because it really does promote the sale of their cabinet packs. Okay. The modeling inside Genome is not worth $80. I don't know why I'm listening to this. The modeling itself inside just Genome's amps, not, in my opinion, it's not really, those amps are not really the star of the show. The star of the show right here is the codecs. And that is based on, at least somewhat on free tech, and you're going to need some good profiles to really get the best out of this. They've also handed you some, but I really feel that there should be something. And if you do own, let's say 5-10 of their cab packs, it doesn't hurt. I feel like as long as you even buy $80 worth, you should be open to getting Genome for free. That's just my opinion. Maybe not anybody else's, but it's definitely worth buying if it's on sale. There's some pretty cool effects in here that I understand they're going to be adding things as they go, amps and effects and other things. It's going to grow as they go. So yeah, it's worth getting in now to seeing what it's got. Cheers, everybody. Thanks, Pedro, for hanging around for such a long time. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Right now, my challenge is actually for you guys to go to Tone Hunt right now. Right now! Go to Tone Hunt and go check out Eddie's stuff. Sharface, go check out his profiles and go check out his IRs as well. He's getting pretty damn good, folks. Getting pretty damn good. A special boy. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, guys. Cheers. I will see you tomorrow. I'm really excited about it, and I cannot wait to play a little bit more and make a little bit more cool shit sound good and maybe make it sound bad. Have a great night. Go do something fun, and I look forward to seeing all of you again. Cheers, and have a great evening.
It's like you're on my mind. The beauty I find.